So today, folks, I'm bringing you a video with a funky new backdrop that I've got. He's up in the clouds today, folks. He's up in the clouds. So what are you going to learn today? What will you learn, my friend? Well, let me tell you. You are going to learn about a phenomenon called Johari's window. Johari's window. Now, what does that mean? Well, let me simplify this. I did 4 years of nurse training and largely spent most of the time at the back of the class doodling and joking with my mates. Now, before you think I was a complete waster, which I could have been interpreted odd, I left, I got a first class nursing honours degree at the end of it. And that was just really my testament to going off and actually learning the stuff on my own that was important. So I was able to joke around in the classroom and actually do all right as well. So, but what did a first class honours degree get me? Not a lot, really. As somebody flippantly once said, that I had a first class honours degree in cleaning asses, and I couldn't really argue much with that. But anyway, I go off on a tangent, folks. Today I'm going to talk about Johari's window. And the reason I'm mentioning my nurse training is that we had a guest speaker come in and gave us a segment once on Johari's window. And it's one of the very few segments that got me interested, that they were actually teaching us something that I could see practical application in, and it really resonated with me. And although I understood it as a theory when I first learned it in my nurse training, circa 1993, 94, showing my age now, folks, showing my age I am. But there it was in front of me. Finally, I was paying attention to something. I'd found something interesting. So today, my friends, I shall show it to you. And how will I show it? Well, let's bring up Johari's window. Let me share my screen with you. I shall share my screen. So here it is. Let's get this little bar out of the way. So this is Johari's window. Now, very simply, folks, Johari's window operates on 4 panes here, or based on 2 axes. So this is one axis is things you know about yourself and things others know about you. So this is the axis of things that you know about yourself, and this is things, or these are things that other people know about you. So here is the open area, and that is things that you know about yourself that others know about you. That could be your job, your name, things that are out in the public domain, things that are, that cross easily into that section. So this is the stuff everyone knows. So here we go into the depths of your hidden self. Now, this is a hidden area. These are things that you know about yourself, but nobody else knows. That's your secret hidden side. And this is actually the key to ego. Ego lies here, folks, because this is a side of yourself that you think that if you tell anybody else, that they won't love you, that they won't like you, that this is your dysfunction. This is your darkness. This is your dysfunction. This is the area that you judge about yourself that you feel you can't share. Now, if you're a serial killer, it's probably a good idea that you're not sharing that, unless you like jail. But the odds are, if you are a serial killer and have no empathy, then you're probably not watching this video. So let's be straight about that, folks. It's odds are that you're a healer, an empath, a light worker watching this. This is your hidden area. These are the things that you think that nobody else can know. These are your little habits. This is your porn addiction. This is the area of things that you can't speak about to anyone else because you fear about being judged. And judgment is at the heart of it. But this, no doubt, this is the area, this is the pain that you know, but nobody else. Now, your blind spot. This is the stuff about yourself that other people see, but you don't. And the odds are the reason that they see it and you don't is because of a combination of things. The first thing is that they don't see any value in telling you. The second thing is you haven't given people permission to tell you. So, I mean, these could be things like you've got very quirky mannerisms or you've got peculiar habits. Your friends get used to them and they accept them. They don't necessarily need to tell you about these habits. And the only way that you really find out about this is if you give people permission to be radically honest. And being radically honest has its own set of downfalls because people say they want radical honesty until they get it. And then they find out they didn't want people to be quite so radically honest, especially if they're doing it from an authentic space. So this is the area of yourself that you don't know. This, my friends, is the key to a lot of the videos that I talk about. This is your dark side. Well, your dark side is amongst these things. These are the parts of you that you do not know. These are the situations, the what ifs that you've never exposed yourself. These are the things that you can only speculate as to how you would respond. So let's have a list of things potentially that could be in there. You don't know how you would react if somebody threatened the life of your friend and you could do something about it. You don't know. Or maybe you do. Maybe you've got a story to share on this. Maybe that has become the known area, the open area for you. Maybe you've lived a more adventurous life and you've explored some of these things. This could be, would you do a bungee jump? Would you do a skydive? Would you stretch yourself to limits? Would you do free diving? Would you put yourself in a dangerous situation? Would you swim with sharks? Now, the answer to some of these questions are you'd have to be a lunatic to want to do some of these things, but maybe you haven't tested yourself to an extent yet. But the bottom line is the things that you don't know. Now, the only way to expand these is to move this axis here, the middle, into here by throwing yourself in situations that are outside of your comfort zone or giving people permission to share stuff about you or opening up and telling people your darkest, deepest, darkest secrets. And that is how you expand these pains and you explore your hidden self. But the bottom line is there'll always be a section here that you don't know. And the journey of life, as far as the journey to your dark side and ownership of and personal development, is exploring the unknown folks and their life, Johari's window. So if you've got any questions, I'll be happy to attempt to answer them. And I wish you well on your journey of discovery into your hidden side